gonna play for 1 more hour. Although, that actually entirely depends on what'll happen next. I updated data layer and got a new version of Hyrule Rebalance. And I did a test and Zora's domain didn't crash. If it still crashes, then maybe recording is the problem. Yeah, you can see by the autosave, it didn't even know that.
Induced lead's detrimental effects on children's developing brains. So, when they grew up, they committed less crime. Makes sense, right? Wrong. Using the Bureau of Justice Statistics National Crime Victimization Survey data showed that leaded gasoline had no effect at all on violent crime rates. It wasn't 56%, it was 0%. Two data sets led to two completely opposite conclusions because measuring social phenomena is hard, and it's actually a really new thing. 200 years ago, no one even measured crime rates. Now we measure everything. The problem is that most of our measurements are wrong. We've been counting people for a while. China had censuses over 4,000 years ago. The Romans conducted censuses for taxation and military conscription. Censura in Latin literally means to tax, and William the Conqueror ordered the Doomsday Book to be compiled in 1086. But even then, it was just counting people, property, and farm animals. There was nothing about people's lives, let alone keeping track of what they did to harm others. Democracy had matured by the 5th century BC in Athens, but demography didn't exist until the 1600s. English haberdasher John Grant analyzed the weekly bills of mortality, official lists of births, deaths, and causes of death, to better understand life in the 1660s. 170 years later, Andre Michel Gary changed everything.
I'm gonna unlock my first ever tower. I've been avoiding them. I wasn't lying when I said in one of those previous resets that I can play this game without a map now. I mean, I've been playing in pro mode for quite a long time now already. Of course I'm able to play without a map, dinguses. Oh, hello. I thought this would be a safe place.
Rates weren't correlated with crimes against people, while higher literacy rates were correlated with crimes against property. Apparently, reading makes you break things. Math finally collided with morality. In social statistics era, some people wanted to lock up more criminals. Others wanted to spend more money on social services they thought would reduce crime. This found from Elliot, Gary proclaimed we are forced to recognize that the facts of the moral order are subject, like those of the physical order, to invariable laws.
I didn't even know moblins could do an attack like that.
Highly variable. Do you have or know children? You'd like to know if your mathematical mind in the image of Vsauce. You may have heard that science is now part of our Curiosity Box family. Well, this is what I've been working on. Math can feel like it's mostly in your mind, but it's actually all around us. And now I'm putting it in the next generation's hands. The world's first math experiment subscription box. Each month, kids get new math projects with step-by-step instructions and lessons from me in math. This level of beauty and precision would be takes is a few smartly constructed groups. They'll build a range of hands-on projects that introduce high-level
Silver
concepts
scale
in
ball.
math, engineering, and the
Not
human
bad.
experiences behind them. This is the gift to give a kid in your life where you want to solve the problems of tomorrow. Go to melscience.com/Kevin. You will see me literally on the webpage. This is my math box. It's going to be awesome. Get 50% off your first box with code Kevin. Only available in the US for now. Get math out of their heads and into their hands. Link down in the description below. It's usually not going to do, but remember, math box. Okay, the first problem is uniformity. Resources, data collection, and laws. Cool. What does that mean? Here's an example. Let's say the rate of assault annually is 1,655 per 100,000 in Scotland, 23 in India,
I'm gonna get
and 291
all
in
the
Estonia.
skills.
Is a Scottish
And
guy
with all the
just
red
70
stars that I
times
have-
more likely to punch you in the face than an Indian? Are Estonians relatively well-behaved? Let's analyze the data. Scotland has had a well-publicized alcoholism epidemic, and alcohol is a frequent component of assaults. Scotland consumes 9.4 liters of pure alcohol per adult every year, and India consumes just 5.7 liters. So it would make sense that Scotland would have a lot more assaults, which was a major argument by the teetotaler movement and prohibition.
Whoa!
But Estonia consumes 11.6 liters per adult annually, and their assault numbers are way lower than Scotland, so it's more complex than this. Maybe it's more police. Scotland has 318 per 100,000 residents. India has just 152. So less policing might mean fewer reported crimes. Is it just easier to get caught and held responsible in Scotland? Estonia has 336 police per 100,000, which is really more than Scotland.
Ah! I misread
So, does
the
that
attack.
additional 5.6% of police presence make a huge difference in assaults? I doubt it. This has to be a question for laws. Maybe Scotland's assault laws are so loosely defined that their rate is artificially inflated. Well, no. Scottish law considers assault to be an act that causes bodily harm or leads one to think bodily harm is imminent, which is pretty sensible. Are India's definitions of assault so narrowly defined and severely restricted that hardly anything qualifies? It's actually the complete opposite. Section 351 of the Indian Penal Code has such a broad definition that it includes shaking your fist in a threatening manner. So, what's the answer here? Do the Scottish just report everything to the police? Do Indians handle fist-shaking problems themselves so police never even know about the crimes? Maybe Estonia is obsessive about crime tracking and the Indians are a decade behind in their paperwork. Who knows? This is the problem with moral statistics. What looks like an apples-to-apples comparison can be apples to aardvarks. The second problem is data can change over time. In Boston, the Cambridge Somerville Youth Study was conducted in 1945. Went like this. 253 pairs of boys were matched by age, IQ, and a range of social factors. Researchers flipped the coin to see which of the two would receive counseling, tutoring for school, and even a summer camp getaway. The idea was that delivering all those social supports would improve their life's outcomes. The research showed it didn't really do anything. Then 30 years later, a researcher followed up on the lives of all the boys involved in the study and found that the ones who received counseling committed more crime and had higher rates of alcoholism and mental illness, which is pretty weird. Still looking for a game that piques your interest?
For you, Arknight. I'll never play your game.
Illness, which is pretty weird. The third problem is money. You've got to show results to keep your jobs and your funding. that perverse incentive seems to have led the LAPD to misclassify 1,200 violent crimes as minor offenses in 2012 to 2013 to reduce its crime rate on paper. That same year, the Chicago Police Department erased murders from official crime statistics once they realized they wouldn't be able to solve them. In 1946, criminology professor Paul Toppin wrote that we study the criminals convicted by the courts, and not the real criminal at all, but an insignificant proportion of non-representative and stupid unfortunates who happen to become enmeshed in technical legal difficulties. And that's the fourth problem. A significant portion of crimes go unreported, and many of the major criminals go free while their foot soldiers get caught. But even when we know a crime has happened and who's responsible, we struggle to know why. Is there correlation? Is there causation? Does a decrease in crime reflect a new law being effective or better policing? Or is
well,
it
with
a
how fast this
statistical
is,
mirage caused by a
why not?
regression to the
I'll keep
mean,
it.
or some social factor no one has even considered? And what are the unintended consequences of our interventions? The fifth problem is that the media reports the numbers it's got, and sometimes the numbers it's incentivized to report, which can lead to media-generated crime waves and moral panics. Crime rates affect property values, where people choose to live, what schools their kids attend. They determine where we as a society assign blame, and they can infect our social attitudes. Our perception of crime, sometimes too strong, sometimes too light, informs who we elect to be and write laws for towns, cities, and nations. The final problem is you. Did you ever do something bad as a kid, and when your mom asked you, why did you do it? You said, I don't know. And you really, truly did not know. It's the same with criminology. There's such a complex relationship of psychological, biological, social, emotional, and economic factors that even when it's happening in our own heads, we usually can't make any sense of it. So, if we can't trust the numbers, and we can't trust ourselves, what are we left with? Knowing that we don't know is probably a good place to start. And as always, thanks for watching.
I know this is a mod and this is just a gameplay thing, but why does wearing the Hylian set let us use less stamina? For charge jumps, climbing, and swimming? Yeah, data layer. My data layer being outdated was probably a really big reason. As the previous crashes I've been getting. What the heck does data layer even do? Why is it so amazing?
Really my preferred way to play Super Smash Bros. On Snoop's standard stages, no items, recently my main got banned, so much for that idea. So then, guess we'll stay focused on the non-competitive side. Items in the Super Smash Bros. Series
your
are
name's
for
Steve!
competition to be very chaotic. That's not a bad thing, of course. In fact, playing with items can be a lot of fun sometimes. There's a large variety of items in Smash Ultimate. Those that can attack, heal, spawn more items.
Your character deserves to be banned.
However, not every item in the Super Smash Bros. Series is made its own. In fact, there's actually quite a decent amount of items that have been removed over time. Unlike the character roster, which has everyone, and the stage list, which is only missing a few, most of which being understandable cuts, the item list is missing over 20 different items. Today, we're going to take a look at those items, talk about what they did, and if I want or think they'll ever return in Smash 6. Also, I just want to mention that I'm not going to include any cups, boxes, trophies, or final smashes. I think I'll do those in a future video, but I figure I should mention that now because people would definitely be annoying about it in the comments about it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and let's jump right into Smash 64. The Smash 64 being the very first Smash game, you may expect for there to be not that many items missing, and you'd be correct in that assumption, as there's only 3 items missing. The first one we have to take a look at is the banner. This is present in Smash 64, Melee, and Brawl, but for items that make multiple appearances, we'll just cover it at once. The fan is a Smash original item. When used, the player will be able to rapidly attack their opponent. While that may sound like a really good item, it only deals 2% damage. Now, it can actually deal a surprising amount of shield damage, but in all honesty, this is not really an item you're ever looking for. There are so many better battering items in Ultimate already that most people will more than likely just ignore this. I guess you could say, not really a fan. Will return, though.
Really? That's still that.
Smash game, just being far from the least likely item. I just don't see it going to be.
Damn it, and it's raining. I just wanted to.
The next item, though, is much different story, that being Red Shell. This is the first stage of the Mario series show functions very similarly to its Mario Kart counterpart. When used, it'll slide along the ground, focusing on the person's character. For whatever reason, though, this also applies to the person who threw it. Not really sure why they did that, but I hope that they removed it this ever came back. Just like the green shell, the red shell can be activated by being jumped on, but unlike the green shell, it also has set on.
There's that in here. That might be a Hyrule rebalance thing.
Again, not really sure why this was done. It feels like a very odd feature to have. One last little detail about this item is the fact that it can't go off edges once it's moving, which may be a reference to Red Koopa's not walking off edges, which I do think is pretty cool. So in my opinion, this is conceptually a pretty cool item. Red shells are extremely well known, and this is a unique feature no other item has. However, they completely botched the execution here. There are just so many things about it that don't make any sense. So I do hope this comes back in a later Smash game, just with these problems fixed.
I know the Blood Moon show up.
As well, seeing as it was in both Smash 64 and Melee, and as I said, it's a very popular
item. Is it 48, 72,
well, that was technically all of the items
24.
that in a standard Smash match that aren't in Ultimate. However, there are a few items that act a bit differently from the rest when it comes to where they can spawn and how they
Let me watch something real quick.
I made this list of items from the Smash Wiki, so if you disagree with me calling any of these extra ones items, take it up with them. Smash 64 only has one of these special items not seen in Ultimate, that being the target. Now, like I said, this does act very differently, as it's not something you pick up, but rather destroy. It also is only present in the game's target tests. In this mode, each character had their own stage where you have to use their unique moveset to break said targets. This mode was a really creative way to show off each character's moveset. Melee even expanded on this idea for its roster. Sadly though, by the time Brawl came around, target smash stages for every character was probably too difficult due to the roster size, so instead there.
Over the past few months, I have dedicated my time on this channel to a project called Stats of the Wild, a series where I take a deep dive into the hidden stats and features behind Breath of the Wild mechanics. And we've covered an array of interesting topics, such as the hidden properties behind elemental weapons, the exact meaning behind the mysterious shield numbers and their surfing stats, and we've even covered the secret experience point system that this game uses to rank up all of its enemies and items, amongst other things. The feedback on this series has been nothing short of exceptional, but I often get a lot of questions on these videos asking for further elaborations, or even requests to cover other smaller topics as well, that wouldn't really warrant the
mushroom rice broth thing.
So in an attempt to answer all these questions, I thought that today we will go over 15 of the best miscellaneous questions that I have received, ranging anywhere from
cooking seems like the best way to get money,
to how things like metal crates affect damage output when used as a weapon, and anything in between that will help you guys improve your future knowledge on this game.
I don't think Monster Extract will increase the value of anything.
To the questions. For the first, we'll start with the very highly requested one: what exactly triggers a Blood Moon? Unlike the popular belief that Blood Moons are based off how many enemies you kill, Blood Moons actually
already have an electric
internal
resistance
timer system that starts ticking the moment after you encounter the last Blood Moon. As soon as 168 real-life minutes pass since the last one, the game will attempt to spawn one on the following night. This timer only ticks during live gameplay, and staying in menus or passing the time via campfire doesn't speed it up. But since Blood Moons only spawn when the player is in the main overworld, you could indefinitely delay this event from happening if you hide in a shrine when midnight hits, as the game will then always push it back to the following night. The next question asks about how often the Satori melting glows green, and if this event happens on a fixed schedule or not. And oddly enough, the scheduling of this event is tied to the current phase of the moon. specifically the night or day after the waxing crescent appears in the sky, which always happens the night after a new moon. The mountain will glow up at a random hour within this 24-hour cycle, and will last the entire day. But just make sure that you are not on or adjacent to the mountain while it's trying to glow, as this will prevent the event from happening entirely. The next question asks about the anti-one-shot mechanic that seems to be present in this game, which I can summarize for those of you unaware. Occasionally, when a really powerful enemy strikes the player down, you think you'll die instantly,
Now that's
you'll
what
actually
I'm
still
talking
manage to have
about.
just a quarter of a heart left, despite the math not lining up. Although this safety net mechanic is not explained anywhere within the game itself, as long as the player has a full set of hearts, they are 100% vulnerable to a one-hit KO from just about all enemy melee attacks, which explains
Ever watched the Zelda making of videos? Posted on the official Nintendo website talking about the development process for Breath of the Wild. Have you ever noticed that Fish heals a lot of hit points? That's because everyone in the Zelda team apparently really loves Fish. And it appears they're still pretty overpowered here. I mean, gameplay-wise, it makes enough sense. Fishing is an oddly, it's like, this is one of the few modern Zelda games that somehow doesn't have fishing as a mechanic. Which is weird since, like, name me... You could probably count it in just one hand. But, like, the number of Zelda games that don't have fishing as a mechanic, there's the original trilogy, which is Link to the Past, Zelda 1 and 2, and then, yeah, and then there's this game. I can't remember any other Zelda game that doesn't have fishing. What was I gonna do? Ah, right. Well, this thing's seen its uses. This one's... Oh, we do have those. Never mind, we don't. Huh. Alright, since large swords are unwieldy, I don't like them. Spinning to win with them is fun, but like... Enemies are way too aggressive in this mod for that to be worth it, even with all the buffs Hyrule Rebalance and Dark Army Resurrection itself has done. Sure, really? Oh, that's just one house. I mean, it's still pretty insane that it took me this much defense. Just so that those guys only dealt one heart of damage to me. Let me snack on an apple real quick and ignore that pain. Oh, fucking frickin'.
Oh. Ah. Oh.
What seriously happened? With the quests? With the rest of the Divine Beast quest? Arlo already said it, but the Zora quest is basically the best one. Nintendo has one of their employees literally say that a rushed game is forever bad, but a delayed game can get good. They delayed this game so much. Honestly, no one would have minded if it got delayed just a little bit longer if it meant they could get better storyline quests and stuff for the rest of the regions. Because honestly, hide in your shield. As much as you want. Frick. Oh my. Looks like the damage numbers are lying. I do have a lot of Hyrule fishy, so I should try to avoid cooking them.
Sadly though, by the time Brawl came around, target smash stages for every character was probably too difficult due to the roster size, so instead there were just 5 stages that everyone shared. Safe to say, this was very lame and no one liked it, so they updated the mode again in Smash 4 to be Target Blasts. In this mode, characters would have to deal damage, knock back the bomb to try and get as many points as possible. While I would argue this is better than Brawl's version, it's still not great, so in Ultimate, they just cut anything related to target. Yeah, it's really sad, but looking at the roster, there's no way we get a unique stage for every character ever again. I could see Target Blast returning in a future title, but that's about it. Alright, time for Melee, and they upped the item count fairly significantly. Starting us off, we have the Barrel Cannon from the Donkey Kong series. Now before you nerds get started, hey, get down, I see you. Before you nerds start getting mad, yes, the Barrel Cannon can still be found in Ultimate, however it's only as a stage hazard in Congo Jungle and Congo Falls. In Melee, this item would basically act the same. Once thrown, it'll pick up opponents and launch them in a direction. This wasn't really that good of an item though, and since the launch star is basically just an infinitely better version of it, I think it's safe to assume this won't return. The flipper is in a pretty similar boat. This comes from Balloon Fight and knocks anyone away that touches it, including the person who threw it.
People
This is
really
basically
love this
exactly
guy.
the same as the bumper item, and considering the bumper is far more iconic at this point, I doubt we'll ever see the flipper again. Well, outside of the Balloon Fight stage anyway, where it does make us voluntary. But onto some actually unique items, I first want to take a look at the clothing.
Your
This comes from Perfect Dark,
inventory
will
is
make the
full.
person
What
pick
would
it up
happen
temporarily invisible.
in
Now,
this
is a pretty
cutscene?
interesting gimmick, as on the
Sidon
one
won't
hand,
be
your
able to
opponent
give
can no
me
longer see
his
what attack you're doing, making
electric
you get away with a
resistance
very
thing.
strong smash attack, but on the other hand, you yourself can't see where you are. I
I'd
do
say
honestly
pretty
quite like the
powerful.
idea behind this one. Sure, it's far from the strongest item, but it is pretty cool. Now, the invisibility effect is still an ultimate, there's just no item that directly gives it to you. You get it from the custom smash menu, from Heroes Hocus Pocus, from Services trophies, and so on. I could definitely see an item with a similar use coming in the future, whether it be this, the invisibility cap, or something else.
Hopefully I won't need to use it. I'm thinking just selling it.
The last main item for Melee that's not seen in Ultimate is the Parasol. This comes from the Kirby series and can be used to deal minor damage to your opponents. The main use though is the fact that it will actually slow your fall speed, pretty much exactly like Peach's up smash. One really neat thing about this item is the fact that each character actually got a unique animation when they're floating. I love the items. Sadly though, that's likely also the reason, or a big contributor, as to why this doesn't return. Melee's roster is much smaller than Ultimate, so Nintendo going through the effort to animate a unique build for every single character for this one item seems a bit too extreme. Plus they also have the Super League now, which
I'm
doesn't
running.
look exactly the same, but they both have a perfectly strong
I was gonna say time to get infinite arrows, but
come back, it's not what I think that's There's all the main items for Melee, but we still got 3 more special ones. First off is the trophy, which was made to let collectibles in Melee, Brawl, and Smash. There are many ways to collect trophies, but the main ones we want to look at here involve the single-player Snag the Trophies minigame and the trophies that can be found in the treasure. Upon being selected, the trophy will be added to your collection. This item will come back with trophies, which I do think is possible. Yoshi's egg is our next item we will touch on. Now yes, Yoshi does use an egg in his up special, but that's not really an actual item, just to protect him. The Yoshi's egg item is exclusive to event number 13 in Melee, where the goal is to stop it from breaking. It'll break after receiving enough damage, so this item is more so just to be something you have to hold on to. A very creative event to be sure, but obviously the item itself isn't interesting enough to warrant a comment. And the final Melee items are actually something I was surprised didn't come back to Ultimate, that being the Smash Points and Bill. These were the main objectives in the Smash Points.
Why are they such good aims?
KO an opponent, they'll drop some money. Whoever has the most money by the end wins. Despite being a fairly odd mode, this actually survived in both Brawl and Smash 4. I can't imagine there's any actual issues with this, so this could very easily return to Smash 6. That's it for our Melee items, so now let's jump into Brawl. Brawl has the most items for us to talk about with a total of 12, so let's just jump right into the first one being the Cracker Launcher. This is a Smash original item and can be used to fire out explosives toward the opponent. You can even control the angle you fired out explosives by tilting the character's head up and down. If I were to guess why this was cut, I'd imagine it has something to do with the animation difficulties with the tilting gimmick, but I can't imagine it'd be that hard to do. It's a pretty neat item, so I'd be happy to have it back. Guess Steve will remain the only character who can tilt his head. Take that, loser. The other two main items for Brawl are also in Smash 4, so I'm just gonna get footage from there since it's way easier. The spring item comes from the Dump Cup series, and I'll be completely honest, I thought this is an Ultimate for the longest time. I only found out it wasn't when I was making my Hop Chop Spirit Battle for my Epic Mario Maker 2 Epic Spirit. This works exactly like you balance. It's not really that useful, so I totally understand this one being cut, and I don't really see it.
Yarn!
Our last main Brawl item is the Team Healer, which I had absolutely zero memory of. I played nearly 1,000 hours of Smash 4, which I guess is technically nothing compared to my Ultimate time, but I spent a lot of it playing casual. When I saw a picture of this, I did remember it, but yeah, this one is very forgettable.
Why can they still... Why can this...
Where a person can throw it at their teammate to kill them. If it hits an opponent, though, it'll deal damage, which is pretty nice because you don't want to accidentally...
I really shouldn't have been exploring at night. It's dangerous at night. What a terrible night to have a curse.
Especially since a lot of its functionality
etc., etc.
Despite that being the last main item, we still have 9 more to talk about. Yeah, I have quite a few special ones. The first of which is Pokemon Monster, which I guess is a bit of a spoiler for the Cup Pokemon and Assistant. You'll be able to spawn from a Pokeball and can be picked up and thrown at opponents. This does a massive 30% of hit, but he doesn't get thrown very far, and he acts as a heavy item.
No!
Great, making it hard to move around. I think this is a pretty solid concept for a Pokeball Pokemon, and he's pretty much just the worst human. So I don't really see him coming back anytime soon. The CD and sticker are very similar to the trophies we mentioned before, as they both act as collectibles in the game and will be added to the game's collection. Unlike stickers and trophies, the CDs are technically still things in Ultimate since the game still requires the player to unlock a song. It's not through the CD item though, rather than the game shop, so that's why it's not in Ultimate. While it was fun to scramble for a CD whenever it appeared in a match, I do prefer Ultimate's way of getting music, so I'd be fine with these items not coming back. Our next items come from two of Brawl's newcomers, Zersu Samus and Wario. For Zia says, she used to work very differently, as Brawl still had the mechanic of transforming characters. Yes, Ultimate also has it with Pokemon Trainer and Pythra, but in Brawl, Zelda and Sheik used to be combined, and Samus and ZSS used to be combined. So to represent Zersu Samus leaving her suit, the Power Suit pieces were added as items. After using Samus' final smash and transforming, these would drop on the ground and can be thrown for a bit of damage. It's not really that exciting, and since Samus and ZSS are two separate characters now, I don't think this will ever come back. As for Wario's item, it has to do with his bike. Now yes, this is still an item in Ultimate, however in Brawl you could actually break the bike down to leave 2 of its wheels as items. These once again just act as simple things to throw to deal damage, with the back wheel generally doing more damage. Oh yeah, did you know that Steve is the only character in Ultimate who is able to throw the bike down off stage? Please don't ban it, he's so funny. The last 4 items from Brawl come from the game's Subspace Emissary. So I'm just gonna say right now, I don't think any of these are gonna be returning. First of these is the Aurorus, which is an enemy that can be picked up and thrown if it misses an attack. Nothing really that special. The key will be able to unlock doors if the player runs into the door while holding it, or they throw the key back.
Forgot about that. It's actually been a while since I
real match, but if Smash 6
this
is a
route.
interesting story mode, then this could come back. Stock Ball will give the player who picked it up an extra stock. It's neat in subspace, but ultimately we already have the special flag, which is also used to give it extra stock, so this would be generally. And the final item for Brawl is the Trophy Stand. Turn whatever it hits into a trophy. It'll only work if the opponent is out of combo, so it should be I think this is a really cool way to let the player get trophies, and while I don't think it'll ever return, it was a really creative idea, so I have to give it that. It's actually a ton of stand-exclusive trophies, so making sure to use them properly is a must. That's it for Brawl. One more game to go is Smash 4. Smash 4 is actually one of our smallest pieces of items. In fact, we already covered the main ones in the Brawl section, which only leaves us with just 4 more special items. It's actually scratch that. We already mentioned the target blast bomb was mentioned before, so it only got 2. First is the custom farm. This spawn's just like trophies, seeds, and stickers we mentioned before, as these were one of the main collectibles. These can include the outfits, equipment, or even custom food. These suck to get, by the way. Remember how I said I had nearly 1,000 hours in this game? Yeah, I still don't have them all. They made me this game a pain for absolutely no reason. It left a really sour taste in many people's mouths to the point where I do not see them ever trying again. The other 2 items both come from Smash Run, which actually is a mode I think could return since it was a fan favorite. The first item is just a chest, which is open to you. The second item is stat increases. These can increase things like speed, strength, defense, jump height, and so on. It was a lot of fun trying to increase these stats, which is one of the main reasons this mode is so popular. Sadly though, we did return it. So all I have to say is that I really hope you guys see sometime in the future. But anyways, that's it for this video. Since what are your favorite item in the franchise you obsessively play on Blue by tweeting the glory days, let me know in the comments. I had a lot of fun doing research for this one, and I bet you all seem to be enjoying this. But anyways, Dragons for Smash, and I'll see you guys next time.
I'd like to sit. Let me sit. Finally. So hot it is.
This is the Dendro Archon, but this is my Dendro Archon. She may not be able to do crazy stuff like this, but she can do stuff like this. And so, if you lost your 50-50 on Nahita's banner, maybe take a look at the Traveler, the only 5-star you could probably get to C6 for the rest of your Genshin career. Anyways, here's my 100k journey with Lumine. Okay, so the goal would be just to reach 100k, and then we could end the stream. I was actually testing this out earlier, and I wanted to see the highest Dendro damage bonus I could get. It was at 86.6% Wood Sword for Dendro Traveler. The Wood Sword for Dendro Traveler is good, but I'm trying to reach 100k, so I'm gonna use the Mist Splitter for now. I was gonna start with Sucrose. Sucrose E, not for the VV, but just for her passive. Oh my, I have to retry this. Bro. Okay, anyways, so right now I have 58.6%, right? Dendro damage bonus. But when I use my ult, that goes
You know
up
what?
to, yeah, 86.6%.
This probably won't sell
which is
for much
basically
anyway.
from 2 stacks of Mist Splitter right here, using the burst
And I kinda
the
wanna get
energy
these
below
guys.
100%, that's 16, and then 12% just from the weapon itself, and then another 12% from your ult right here, from C6. That's... Okay, dude. So I feel like using the Gilded Dream set was
The
right
eyeballs
choice
and
here,
stuff would be
because I
useful.
already have like a lot of better damage bonus. Mona? I guess I could try Mona later. I want to try the Sucrose first. Actually, hold on. I'll break her VV set because it doesn't actually help here, and I'll just give her the most EM I could give her. Okay, let's go with this. Okay, this should be fine. Goblet. Let's go with this one.
Yeah,
This
really?
is my old EM circlet. Oh wow, okay, I actually have 1000 EM now. And this is the first time I've reached 1000 EM with Sucrose. This is the passive I'm going for here. Not this, because this needs a swirl, and I can't swirl Dendro. But this one, I just need to hit the elemental skill, and it's gonna boost EM by 20% of EM's EM. What? What? 20% of Sucrose is EM. So 20% of 1000 would be 200. So, max. This is the setup right now. That's an instructor Lisa. Got it. Let's check the EM then. 349, that's from, I'm not sure what that's from. But if I use Sucrose, that should be 500 now. Yeah, 450. So Sucrose is like 100 EM plus something. Shouldn't that be like 200 moves though? Next the damage should be right here. It's 50-50 per rate. Okay, the next one is bound to crit. Alright, there's no way it's not critting. Alright, final test run for this setup, surely. Come on. Boom. There we go. 71k even. Alright, that's cool. But it's not 100k, so we're gonna have to do some upgrades.
The arrow drop rate's been reduced.
The way is to just level up our talents. If I can actually craft these, hold on. I'm not sure what the health books are for the next levels because they can change for the traveler here. Okay, no idea, I have a couple of those because I'm planning for.
Seriously, why does getting better at swordsmanship mean we do more spin attack? Bullshit. It literally wastes time.
Dude, I don't think I have enough of these. I guess Talent level 12 would be the max.
Unrealistic
I feel like I could reach 100k
impractical.
without
Literally
having
in this game as well.
my
It's
skill.
impractical
So I think we're good
for
now.
Linkle to do such a thing.
Okay, let's start with the triangle.
You can literally see it takes too long.
1000 death here. EMS
Not to mention it exposes your back to the enemy for no good reason.
Crit rate 34, but it goes up to 54 with some food buffs. For damage 175.
Hello?
And then, as I showed earlier, Thunder Damage bonus, the maximum I can get is 86.6. That's with my first out. Lisa, Drilling Tails, Instructor set for more EM here. C1, but it doesn't really matter. And
What the-
talents don't matter. Ole, she's just here for the Dendro, so that doesn't matter. And she has 4 piece deep with memories for the Dendro Shred. C1,
Ooh, yes, good.
but yeah, that doesn't matter. Talents don't matter as well. Sucrose,
Hilarious.
EM is what's important for her. Okay, anyways,
Base is
the
important.
Talent level 12 showcase. Last time was 71k. This time I feel like it's gonna be 80k. Boom. Alright, hold on. Who's actually blocking the shit? Another 44k. My Lumine just loves to crit when it doesn't have the right setup. Boom. Fuck, man. 27k though. Any math experts in chat could actually already calculate the crit damage of that. Bro, that was 68k with expiring buffs right there. Okay, I have a good feeling it's gonna be 85k maybe. It actually crits. Okay, Lisa. Oh my. He's doing the thing. Oh, there we go. 76k? Not what I was expecting, but it is higher than the last one. Bro, maybe Mona could boost the damage much higher than Sucrose will. Oh wait, maybe I could put like Mona instead of Ole. What does the Dendro Resonance even do? 50, 20? It's basically 70 EM. I could put the 4-piece Deep with Memories on Mona and replace her with Ole. Because Sucrose is boosting my EM by quite a bit, so I feel like Dendro Resonance doesn't really help that much. Let's try the Mona. We'll just give her the Deepwood Memory instead. Thrilling Tales, but it's not gonna stack with the other Thrilling Tales anyways. I'll use Traveler's Q at the start, like Lisa can do the reactions. How long does Traveler's Ult even last? Okay, so it lasts 12 seconds, so I would have enough time. Go Traveler, Sucrose, Lisa, and then Mona. Hopefully this crits. Traveler, Sucrose, Lisa, Mona first. 69! 69k. Okay, it's not higher, but I like the 69. Oh shh, Doom Tails was on Lisa, so it procced first. I have to change her weapon then. It procced on Mona there. We'll just give her this. So that was 69k without the 48% attack. 12 from Thrilling Tales. With Thrilling Tales, this would probably deal maybe like 80k flat Bennett instead of Sucrose. Actually, yeah, I could actually maybe do that. So it all comes down to a Mona Bennett setup at the end of the day. Imagine he gets exactly 100k. Bro, if I get exactly 100k, I'll be out of 10 of what it is. I don't want the Chichi special dish, which is 3 damage, so I'm only going for right now. Yo! 86? Bro, that was 86k. Okay. What else can I improve actually? Maybe I'll do the Bennett. Bennett is actually the showcase Archon, the damage per screenshot Archon. So Bennett instead of Sucrose. Or Robot Cube. The thing with the Robot Cube is that should actually drive me insane.
Lovely.
Just getting to the point with the robots and stuff. Same with the Masanori murder right now. Alright, the thing with Bennett though, I have to use him before I use the Traveler, because if I use Traveler burst and then Bennett, it's gonna explode. I know the slam. Sumeru Traveler on Bennett. Wait, nah. Sumeru Traveler, it drops the beat thing if I do a reaction. But I don't want to do a reaction with Bennett. It's gonna explode the thing. I just want to try this out first. Maybe this is gonna work like the first time. Okay, same setup, but start with Bennett.
Are you kidding me?
Oh wait.
There you go, that's what I'm talking about.
Exploded because there's pyro on Masanori and the pyro on Masanori.
Idiot.
I think the easiest solution to this is just use Bennett far away. Masanori will
Okay, yeah, their actual arrow still hurts.
Perfect timing, and if the boss lasts long enough. Okay, this is perfect.
Ooh.
Okay. Oh, no! I don't think that was gonna be 100k. If my math is right here. Doing mental math right now. 34k plus 34k times 1.75. That's our answer. But I'm pretty sure that's not 100k. Okay, we'll do this one more time at Masanori. And then we go Robot Cube if all hope is lost. Alright.
Wow, that sucks.
Yo, wait! Yo! It's done! It's done! We're done! We're done. It's not 100k flat, so no Welkin Moons for you guys, but sheesh! Let's go! Actually don't need to suffer in the Robot Cube. Thank the Archons, man. This is my Dendro Archon Lumine, even though Nahida's not even supposed to be a main DPS. Wait, what the hell? Yo, the chat was actually bugged. Okay, it's back. So everyone just type in 100k sheesh. Definitely not staged, no paid actors this stream, definitely.
Only 5,000. You know what? That is indeed 50 hits. The rain conceals the noise of my movement, thus making it easier for me to sneak strike and murder someone behind their back like this. Wow. Sneak striking only deals 3 times damage. That is pretty lame. That was the last wave of enemies. Dang it, I could only catch 5 of them. Let's go. Uh-huh. Well, you know, 20 seems to be the standard for the claymores, which, compared to the swords that I have and the spears, well, what can you do? I'm just gonna go use this to break some boxes. Oh, it would have been better if they weren't roasted. Yeah, shields are way too strong now. Their durability wasn't increased in Dark Army Resurrection because just being able to stand around and block like this is pretty powerful. Obviously. Seriously, Blood Moon when?
Oh man, I haven't played Genshin in over a week. I wonder how Dia's release went. Okay, so it seems everyone thinks Dia's pretty bad, but I think she's pretty bad, if you know what I mean. But honestly though, I wanted to try her out for myself, and because she's headed to the standard banner anyways, I decided to pull for her too. And to do that, I first have to collect my balls. So please, like and subscribe for my balls. Wait, one. Well, I can't just... So I have to claim them one by one? Bruh, why can't I just claim all at the same time? What in the quality of life? Hey! Okay, sure. I mean, it's free. 21 free pulls is pretty... It's a lot of pulls. We gotta get Dea first, right? Obviously. We gotta do her quickly. I mean, we gotta get her quickly. I'm on 50-50, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we got Nico last time. We're on 55-50, so we're gonna get a 5-star in 2 10 pulls. Alright, yeah, we just got 20 pulls. Alright, first 10 pulls. Okay, that's 65. The next 10 pull has to be 5-star, right? This is a 5-star. Wait, really? Okay. 7.
Wow.
I wanna do singles. Oh, dude. This is a C6 Bennett for me. Should I go C6 Bennett? Do you guys think I should go C6 Bennett? I was thinking if I wouldn't get Dea, I'm gonna build Jin Yan with a C6 Bennett. Because doesn't Dea have like pyro-infused normal attacks? Isn't that her whole thing? I'm not too sure. I've been away from Genshin for a week, alright, so I haven't been updated on
The
what's
Moblin
happening.
Club deals the same
I think
damage.
I'm gonna go single pulls here. So this would be 76. Alright. I've been lucky with the... Okay, there we go. 77. Just please beat it. Oh, okay. I already have Jean. Could have been a Tignari too, bruh. I think I'm still gonna keep going. Alright. I'm probably gonna have enough Primo Gems for a C6 Ayaka next banner cycle.
I hate how everyone
So,
calls him
this is first
Tignari.
temple. Now the... Oh, wow, okay. C7 Bennett, okay. Yeah, now the goal is just to get the pretty early. That's 20. Okay, Sayu, that's fine.
Even people that play in the English dub call him. Whoa.
I think this is C2 for me.
Why is
Yeah,
that
C1
wooden
by
mop so
default.
damn durable?
This C2 has a lot of words on it, so I'm just gonna assume it's pretty good. 40? Bro, we're like halfway right now. Okay, there's like a C100 Barbara. Or D50? I think this is 50. Maybe we're actually gonna go all out here. 60? Bro, come on. 60 or 50. No, it's probably... Okay, there we go. It's kinda early.
Oh,
it's
there
like
you
an
are.
average 5-star pull. Maybe we'll get like 2 of her. Oh extra Sayu. Okay, that's cool. Oh. Wow, okay. Another Bennett. We already have C5, and I have enough for a C6, but... Yeah, that's just an...
Oh
okay.
fuck.
I thought it was gonna be another 4-star. I mean, it is pretty much a 4-star, right? Energy's pretty bad, but we got our boys. Boys and girls, we have the Dea. Is she actually as bad as everyone says she is? We're gonna have to find out. We're gonna go kill some slimes real quick. What weapon should I even use on her? Like, she scales off of HP, so maybe I could use the Unforged on her? 5-star Unforged. Oh wait,
Whoops.
I thought the Unforged had an HP substat. Okay, maybe not the Unforged. Maybe she could use the Bell. HP scaling is bad. Sea Lord? If I'm gonna use the Sea Lord, is her burst considered, like, her normal attack from her burst? Is it considered
It's not considered
burst
normal
damage
attacks.
then?
It's
Or is it
considered burst
considered normal
damage, yes.
attacks? Wait, Xingqiu doesn't work? Xingqiu and Yelan doesn't work? Bruh, so it's just purely burst damage? Then maybe 4-piece Emblem could work on her too, maybe. Oh yeah, so she does scale with attack and HP. I'm just not sure if I have a Pyro Goblet. Just use a filler one. Let's use Raid's Artifacts. Attack? Sure. Just borrow
This one apparently
from
remained the
Zhengling.
same.
Guess we'll use this. Unforged or the Bell or the Rain Slasher. Let's just go Unforged. It's the 5-star anyways. Alright, level. Of course. You better be able to one-shot fucking slimes. Where is the strongest slime in Teyvat? That's what we're gonna try to beat. Wait, she ascends with HP? Yeah, okay, so she does ascend with
Oh my.
HP. So I guess we don't need to put HP stats on her artifacts. We're gonna try it with Dea alone first. Because I'm pretty sure Bennett's just gonna one-shot this time with a burst anyways. Okay, that's the last one. Level 80 Dea. Okay, if I level up her burst, I don't need to level up her normal attacks, right? Go level 8 with her burst though. Also, it's kinda weird that she's gonna be added to the standard pattern.
wow,
Her
it's snowing
mats are like in
in here.
Sumeru, so if you're a new character
What?
and you just got her, that's gonna suck. Because you'd have to travel like all the way from Mondstadt.
They really
and then you
lowered
gotta
the
go
temperature,
all the way
huh?
here just to get her mats.
In
If
high
her
areas
damage is- it's
increase
fine.
the
Surely
temperature
Dea
for
could
low
one-shot
areas.
a slime, right? Oh wait, there's 2 parts to her E. What does it even do? I think it just increases resistance to interruption. Is that what it does? Second charge is just to reload.
At the very least, you can get away with doing more shield surfing.
Such characters take damage. That damage. So it's like a shield that no damage boost whatsoever. Damage. Yo! The slime is actually in Dea's first animation. Did you guys see that? Also, you've been paying attention. Wait, where's mine? What? Where's the pyro? What? There's supposed to be pyro activation. What? Jump cancels it? Wait, why? What? I had to jump though because I was frozen. What is this character? She's like a really complicated shield character. She achieves the same thing that a shield does, but it's like a official type format. A lot of words just to describe the same thing. Well, I guess at least she's not gonna die. Wait, she still gets knocked away by a slime. I would have thought the E skill would prevent that. Let's just break the shield. Okay, there we go. What? I literally missed. Wait, what is happening? So the normal attacks hit automatically? What? Like I just pressed the burst and I was like just hacking and slashing right there. I wasn't even clicking. It's automated. But can I move? Pretty sure I could. But what is this character, man? Why couldn't they just give her Pyro Infusion? The mouse makes her attack faster. I mean, the only objective right now is to one-shot a Pyro Slime, or any slime. Oh, there you go. Okay. Okay, so I can click to make it go faster. That was 19k though. It's still not a one-shot. How was the first damage 20k? Maybe if we give her Thrilling Tales buff. If I use Swirl, it's just gonna kill the slimes. It's not gonna be a one-shot. It has to be Dea from 0 to 100. What's a domain with slimes in it? I think it's this one. So it has the cryo. The cryo design. Oh, this is perfect. This domain is only slimes, so it's perfect for Dea. Still not a one-shot. We'll use Zhangling just for the Guoba. Okay. We'll just let Guoba melt the... Oh no, he's gonna deal damage though. Fuck, I messed up. But it's still not enough to one-shot them though. Okay. Curling tails. Koopa. Throw that. Okay, that didn't crit. Wait, it only lasts. Wait, what? That was like 5 hits and the burst expired? That's it. If I use Mona, I think we could definitely boost the damage here. Yeah, okay, curling tails. Artifacts. Oh, shouldn't matter. Okay, I didn't think about that. I could just use Bennett burst, break the shield. Okay. Does Mona's burst damage? Probably not. Yo, come here. Yo, okay, I think that would have been a one-shot right there, if it actually crit. Okay, we could do this. We're probably not gonna try to get Bulba anymore, because I gotta time it properly where he expires and stuff. I think Bennett burst and Mona burst is gonna be enough here. I wanna try killing all 3 slimes at the same time. I'll probably stream a Shinyan stream next. That's what I see, 6 my Bennett, probably. I mean, I probably could 6 my Bennett for that. To be honest. Right? Come on.
Ow!
Oh my god. Okay. Boom. Yo, it still wasn't enough. There was still like 10 HP left on the slime. If I got Golvis Chili, that would have been a perfect one-shot right there. Mona. Okay, one-shot. Oh, okay, there we go. That was one shot, but actually, that wasn't one shot because if you look closely, there's actually a Hydro damage at the end there, probably from Mona's burst. Not very satisfying. I think I'm gonna try the triple slime gangbang with Zaya right now. I mean, Bennett deals more damage with burst. If I do a triple one shot, that's like technically 120k. You gotta bait them. Okay. Oh, okay, wait. Okay, they're all naked? No, they're like far apart. No, it didn't crit. It didn't crit. They all got naked at the same time though. This could work. Do you one-shot
I swear the voice
Is
isn't working correctly.
Right now? Okay, right here. Oh no!
Maybe I should go check my older footage.
Okay. Let's retry. Oh wait, this could still work. Okay. Ooh, okay, nah, that ain't it, man. That ain't it. Bruh, why did they all die? What? I have no idea. I have no idea. Guys, you gotta believe in Dea. Dea's the newest character. Surely MiHoYo loves her. Dea is definitely one of the characters in Genshin Impact. Yeah, she definitely is. Okay, right here. Boom. Okay, this is it. What? Okay, 2 slimes is enough. 2 slimes is good enough. Why? Wait, why? That was 41.8k the same damage, but still didn't one-shot them. I'm confused. Okay, maybe we'll leave the slimes alone. We'll do Robot Q just to see how big this is. Alright, we'll use the Ayaka support. That's what I'm always using instead of and it's going to be a melt damage and it's cryo application, so we'll do that. Ayaka nerf, give it the dull blade, 4-piece instructor, 4-piece VV. Okay, I think we're good. Let's do Bennett Missplitter as well. I honestly don't think
there
it's
it
gonna
is.
reach 100k. Probably gonna reach like 50k or something. What do you guys think? Did Dia win against the slimes or nah? I feel like she
Punitive
won.
Blood Moon
She
isn't
did
a
her
thing,
best.
so...
It's the effort that counts. I think I'm gonna consider that a Dia W right there. Did she even one-shot the slime? I'm not
I
sure.
lose nothing.
Boom. And -4.
But at the same time, I technically do.
67k? Oh wait, 60. Oh, okay.
What the?
Yeah. Just as I thought, not the 100k, but the following damage.
Where did you get these?
From the burst, pretty decent enough. It technically totals to 100k, alright. She probably didn't one-shot the slime though. This is the only way Dia is gonna one-shot the slime. I'll show you guys right now. There you go, one shot. See? See? There you go. Dia one shot? I told you guys Dia could one shot the slimes. This is definitely not a lower level. That was totally Dia damage. Right there. Dia OP. Finally Dia one shot the slimes. Definitely not fake, bruh. Where the hell was the Where's the other slimes? I think there's one here. On this side. Right here. Right here. Where's the slime? See, even the slimes are scared of Dia now. They're not showing up. They're too scared of Dia's big feet. Damage. Yo, where's the slime? I'm pretty sure there's like a slime here. Please crit. Okay, Dia with the one-shot slime. Dia's done. She's gonna be my teapot character. Is Dia that bad? Probably not, but she is pretty bad, if you know what I mean. Okay, goodbye.